Here's a breakdown of the main characters and their roles. David, he is the king of Israel, but his actions in this narrative demonstrate a fall from grace. He uses his power to commit adultery, and then orchestrates Uriah's death. Bathsheba, the wife of Uriah, she becomes the object of David's desire. She is ultimately caught in the middle of David's actions. Uriah the Hittite, a loyal soldier in David's army, he is unaware of David's affair with his wife. David uses his position to ensure Uriah's death in battle. Nathan, a prophet who confronts David about his sin. Nathan's rebuke is crucial in David's eventual repentance. Other related characters: Joab, the commander of David's army. He is involved in carrying out David's plan to put Uriah in a dangerous position during battle. Shimei, a Benjaminite who curses David during his flight from Absalom. He represents the resentment and opposition David faced during his reign. Achish, the king of Gath. David feigns madness to escape Achish's court. Absalom, David's son, who later rebels against him, leading to a period of internal conflict and David's flight from Jerusalem. Goliath, while not directly involved in the crime, Goliath is a significant figure in David's past, representing his earlier military prowess. Saul, the former king, who is also an enemy of David, represents the challenges and conflicts David faced in his rise to power. Solomon, David and Bathsheba's son, who eventually becomes king after David. 4 levels of King David's crime. Literal comprehension in the text: King David's crime. King David lives in his palace in Jerusalem. A big battle is going on around Israel. One night when the king is strolling around his balcony, he sees a very beautiful woman taking a bath near the palace ground. She seems very attractive, so he asks his servant about her. He finds out that she is Bathsheba, the daughter of Eliam, the wife of Uriah the Hittite. He sends someone to call her to the palace, and both of them sleep together. After that, she purifies herself by taking a bath and goes back home. After some period of time, King gets the message that Bathsheba is with a pregnant. As soon as he hears that, he calls back Uriah from the battlefield. They both have great dinner in the palace. Then, David asks Uriah to go to his wife and have some rest. The next morning, David finds Uriah sleeping on his doorsteps. When asked why he is there, he replies that relaxing with his wife while all of his brothers are getting killed on the battlefield is not something accepted from a warrior. He denies going to his house even the next day. After a few days of the same episode, David writes a letter to the commander on the battlefield ordering him to keep Uriah on the front line of all the burning battle. Uriah goes back with the letter to the battlefield and gets placed on the front line. Then, after some time, a great war befalls upon them. Sure, the men win against their enemy, but the warrior Uriah the Hittite also dies. When Uriah's wife hears about her husband's death, she weeps and mourns for some time. After she is done mourning, she is fetched by the king to be his wife and bear his son. The ending seems to be happy, but the God is displeased with what David has done. Interpretation: the story King David's crime might be trying to tell us that everyone is a victim of power, or more precisely a victim of abuse of power. The king can do anything because of the power vested on him, because of the position, whereas the people with the true love for his country get played like a puppet by the one with greater power. Similarly, this text is also highlighting the condition of women in that particular society. Bathsheba is being dragged here and there like some kind of pet, without any consideration of her feelings or opinions. Even though we sometimes think that no one is watching while we are committing something wrong, there will always be someone watching us. Critical thinking: this is a beautifully philosophized story, extracted from the Bible, ending with the message that God is always watching us and will be displeased with the wrong deeds we do. But I have something that I don't understand. I'll seriously like to question the morals of King David, a person sitting with the supreme power of leading the people. is sleeping with a married woman and getting one of the most loyal warriors killed, what a king does. Calling a warrior back home after sleeping with his wife so that the child gets the name of the lady's husband instead of his real father, what kind of a cowardly act is this? Isn't king's core duty to support his people to grow and help them? Assimilation. The story King David's crime reminds me of a heartbreaking thing going on around. A 15-year-old girl gets raped and murdered, but even after months of her death, there has been no justice provided to her. Not even a single evidence brought forward, except some misleading facts trying to hush down the whole crime down. The government, the one with the supreme power in the country, is silent while the girl's dad isn't yet tired of crying for justice even after being admitted for a mental disorder. This silence of the government has led the general people to believe the involvement of the ones in power, as even the police seem to be hiding the pieces of evidence. I don't think one should be allowed to have the power if one doesn't know the thin line between what the power should be used for and what not.